This is not the Bermuda Triangle. No legends are told here, no myths are created. Only official facts speak here. Thousands of people have entered this area, but not all of them returned. And this place is considered the only zone in the world more dangerous than the Bermuda Triangle. This is Alaska Triangle. If Alaska Triangle were just a concept, it could be explained in a few sentences. But this name was born from decades of real events. Events that resemble each other, yet each one is devastating on its own. This is not about speculation, but about incidents recorded in official documents, leaving behind history, families, and unanswered questions. In October 1971, an incident in the skies over Alaska turned the name Alaska Triangle into a serious subject of discussion even within official circles. US Congressman Hale Boggs was flying over Alaska in a small aircraft. Several other officials were on board with him. This was not an ordinary trip. The flight was planned, the route was defined, and all communication systems were fully operational. However, once the aircraft entered the Alaska Triangle region, radio contact was lost. The search operation became one of the largest in US history. The Air Force, the Coast Guard, and thousands of people searched the area for days. The result did not change. No aircraft was found, no passengers, not even the smallest detail that could explain the disappearance. This incident remains officially classified as an unsolved disappearance and is considered one of the strongest pieces of evidence that Alaska Triangle is not merely a legend. And this is one of the darkest aspects of the Alaska Triangle. Sometimes even the most extensive searches end in nothing but emptiness. Another mysterious incident occurred in 1950. A US Air Force aircraft was flying over Alaska. The flight plan was simple, the weather conditions were acceptable, and the crew was experienced. During the last radio contact, the pilot said, "Everything looks normal." A few minutes later, the aircraft completely vanished. No SOS signal was received. No emergency call was recorded. It was as if the crew didn't even have time to comprehend what was happening, let alone react. Search efforts were carried out, yet to this day, neither the wreckage of the aircraft nor any trace of the crew has been found. This incident is frequently mentioned in connection with the Alaska Triangle because explanations such as error, inexperience, or bad weather simply do not apply here. The stories of the Alaska Triangle are not limited to aircraft alone. In the 1990s, an experienced hunter was hunting alone in the forests of Alaska. He knew the region well, had traveled the same route dozens of times, and had no reason to doubt that he would return home to his family. During the search, footprints were found. The tracks were normal. There was no panic, no running. But at one point, the footprints simply stopped. There was no sign of slipping, no animal attack, and no change in terrain. The tracks ended as if they had been cut off at that exact spot. This incident was officially recorded as a disappearance and remains unresolved to this day. Some of the incidents that occurred in the Alaska Triangle have been confirmed by technical reports. In official statements given by several pilots, the same phrases are repeated. Compasses suddenly lost direction. GPS systems displayed incorrect coordinates. Radio communication weakened or was completely lost. These malfunctions sometimes occurred simultaneously in the same region. Experts attempt to explain this with magnetic anomalies and atmospheric conditions in Alaska. But even these explanations do not change one fact. These failures occur more frequently within a specific zone. And it is precisely this concentration that gives rise to the concept of the Alaska Triangle. In some cases, aircraft wreckage has been found. But what was found only increased the questions rather than answering them. Some wreckage was discovered kilometers away from the planned flight route, making it difficult to explain why the pilot would have headed in that direction. In other cases, the wreckage was in such a condition that it was impossible to determine how the crash occurred. It was as if the event happened in an instant and left everything unfinished. The Alaska Triangle is remembered not only for individual incidents, but also for collective and silent disappearances. In the mid-20th century, strange facts were recorded regarding some small settlements located in remote regions of Alaska. At certain times, contact with these villages was suddenly lost. When search teams later reached the area, they found houses, belongings, and signs of daily life still in place. But no people. Half-finished meals on tables, doors left open in houses, yet not a single person around. Although these cases were officially recorded as relocation, there is no clear information about where or how the people relocated. And these incidents intensify the most disturbing question about the Alaska Triangle. Sometimes it's not just people who disappear. It feels as if life itself simply stops. Why is it more dangerous than Bermuda? The Bermuda Triangle is mostly known through legends, movies, and popular culture. The Alaska Triangle, on the other hand, is filled with official reports, missing person files, and real events. Among those who disappeared here, some were never found, their cases remain open. The causes were never officially explained. This is the main reason Alaska Triangle is considered more dangerous. Because here, the mystery is not fabricated. The mystery forms on its own. And perhaps the most disturbing sentence of all is this: the Alaska Triangle is not a story of the past. Disappearances continue in this zone even today, and every new incident revives the same old question. If there is this much technology, this much experience, this much searching, then how is it possible that some people still vanish without a trace?